have a better chance to prevail.
There you see a whiteout here at the Stan Sheriff Center for the opening round of the NCAA tournament. Hawaii hosting for the first time since 2013, and Noreen Yosia, the Big West Conference Player of the Year, getting things started. And how about that statement to begin the match?
That's Noreen. Somebody asked me today, what will you remember most about Noreen Yosia? I said, you know what, the first thing that comes to my mind is her jump serve and all of her aces.
Yeah, 7 of them, in fact, on senior night. Another blitzing serve, but this one will be played back by Northern Colorado. And Taylor Muff, 5'11" junior from Pittsburgh, Kansas, second on the team, 3.1 kills per set, hitting a .91 clip.
She's known as their Swiss Army knife. She can play anywhere on the court and has played on every position except for middle blocker.
That's right, 6 rotation player, all Big Sky first team. Hawaii goes outside. It's Hannah Helvig trying to take the line, took a little too much line, misses the floor wide, and the Bears on top, 2-1. Northern Colorado comes in 26-7 overall. 17-1 is the record they finish in the Big Sky with. The regular season and Big Sky tournament champions. Hawaii out of system, and a free opportunity here for the Bears. They go outside, and it's Muff again, blasted deep corner, and a strong start here for the Bears.
You know, when Muff gets to sit on the outside with a split block or just one blocker, she can have a field day. Love to go across court.
So 3 serving 1 early. It's Rico Aquino on the pass, tight to the net. Middle set goes to Amber Igidi. She misses the floor wide, goes OB. And it is 4 serving 1 Bears, and Robin Mo wants none of it. She signals for a timeout to talk things over. They have only met 1 time previously, and interestingly enough, CMAC, it came on this floor in the NCAA tournament when Hawaii hosted back in 2011. The Rainbow Wahine winning that one 3-0, quickly finding themselves down 4-1 here in the first frame. High ball outside goes to Helvig, over a triple block, and she gets it down in front of Kendall Feather. Now, we asked the question in the pregame, right? Hawaii, a sparse schedule towards the end of the regular season. So a lot of rest time, but that also introduces the potential of rust. Are we seeing any of that, you think?
Absolutely. You know, for Helvig to hit a ball out and Amber Igidi to hit a ball out in the first 4 points, very unusual.
Good touch there on the block on the Muff swing. McKenna Ross from the outside. That one dug up by Feather in the back row. They go back row set to Jaden McCartney, and she is denied access. Amber Igidi in the thick of things.
I watched Amber the last couple days in practice. No signs of rust from Amber Igidi. She was absolute beast at the net.
Team leader in blocks and blocks per set, is tops in the Big West Conference in that category. In fact, a Big West Conference first team selection, Amber Igidi, and that goes for her middle counterpart, Skylar Williams, as well. That ball hits the pin, and so Hawaii quickly out of the timeout, a 3-0 run. The Rainbow Wahine coming in Big West champs for the first time since 2016. 24-3 overall. They finished the league 14-2. Bump set goes right side to Helvig off the block. And the Bears will play it back. They go middle to Lauren Heinrichs. She's dug up. Quick middle set to Igidi. A little patty cake match above the tape. Heinrichs on the slide, and she goes off the block and down. Lauren Heinrichs, a good one. 6'1", redshirt junior. A transfer initially from Wichita State.
She's been the #1 middle attacker all year. Likes to hit slides and quicks. All Big Sky, second team this year, and hits for the highest kill percentage. She won't make many mistakes.
That's right, .315 percentage for Heinrichs. That was a good-looking slug by Helvig. Caught that one flush, and we're tied at 5 apiece.
We might see a few more sets go to Helvig tonight because the last 2 matches, she was not the go-to player. Everybody else got in on the act, which really took a lot of pressure off her, but I sense that come NCAA time now, she's going to see a few more sets than everybody else.
Kyra Hanawahine sends the serve into the twine. We saw the entrance to the match for Kaylee Jo Ince, 6'1" sophomore. Actually, the team's leading hitter, 3.86 kills per set, off of the bench, interestingly enough.
They call her KJ, the hammer.
Yosia chases down the set. Goes to Ross. She's blocked back. Good cover there by Brooke Van Sickle. How about that back set to the left side by Yosia? But Ross was blocked, and then putting the finishing touches on that above the tape was KJ Ince.
Net violation. I think she caught a little bit of cable along with her on her follow through. Hence, point for Hawaii.
So 6 serving 6 here in set number 1. Bailey Choi, one of the seniors, celebrated a couple of weekends ago. A fantastic senior night celebration. Forced the pass tight to the net, but a good job there. Put an ad-lib by Daisy Schultz. She is the Big Sky MVP, led the league in assists. In fact, ranked 12th in the NCAA come the end of the regular season in assists.
Might have been an out ball there. I'll tell you, Northern Colorado takes no prisoners when it comes to serving.
That's right. Outside, the block is up on Ince. She'll get a second crack at it. Took a little something off. It's pinballed around, but it'll be a lift call against Hawaii. And so a point for Northern Colorado, and they are up 2 here, 8 serving 6. And that is the scout on the Bears. They led the Big Sky Conference in aces. They have a significant ability to score from the service line. They go long there, but we have already seen on several occasions Hawaii out of system, C-Mac.
Yeah, they really serve the ball at a fast pace, and they take their chances from, they're risk takers from behind that service line.
And that serve goes long by McKenna Ross.
That one caught a wind current. Just went flying out of bounds. You see, again, there's an example of over-adrenalization. You know, I think we saw a little bit of it with Igini, her first it out. We saw a little bit of it with Helvig, her first it out. And then we see McKenna Ross's service out. Just a little bit too excited. They need to calm down.
Here's Yosia from the opposite side, just slices it thin.
That's a little beach roll right there. That's her, you know, she went up and played beach volleyball at the end of last year. Really helped that team to get to the NCAAs and play well in the NCAAs with shots like that.
She was funny. It was a spirited and emotional senior night, as it always tends to be, but especially for Noreen Yosia, a 4-year player. And then she was asked about hosting again here to start the NCAA tournament as Cece Hoon, a 6'2" freshman, puts it down for the Bears. And she said, it kind of feels like, oh, we got to do that all over again? Because they went through the whole symbolic aloha, but obviously the team very happy to be in the familiar confines of the SSC. Taylor Els, the libero, with the serve. High ball goes opposite side to Yosia. Good save there by Els down the line. Here's McCartney off the Hawaii block and out for another Northern Colorado point. Bears came to play here in this opening frame, C-Mac.
Jane McCartney playing on that right side. Tough player, injured all year long, but she is just one tough cookie. Keeps coming back out, helping this team.
Choi goes outside, Van Sickle. Oh, she gobbled up the line. The block had moved towards the middle of the floor, and Brooke, who levitates when she takes off, was able to hover and see it.
Great peripheral vision for Brooke to see those two blockers lined up on her cross court, which is the easiest shot to do. Instead, she goes back down the line, shows she has that shot in her repertoire as well.
Van Sickle, one of 3 transfers from Oregon, averaging 2.24 kills per set. McCartney down the line, missed it wide, trying to avoid the block. And that's a point for Hawaii. They're within 1.
Rico Aquino did a nice job of putting her left foot on the line, making sure she knew exactly where she was. And then when the ball went to her left, it was out of bounds.
Here's Yosia again from the service line. Great pass there by Els. Middle set Heinrichs, 2-hand save Yosia. From her knees, Aquino sets up Helvig. And Helvig obliges, and this first set is tied at 11.
Oh, clutch bump set by Rico Aquino. Not an easy thing to do when the ball's spinning like that off a dig, but Aquino put it right on the money where Helvig likes it.
3-0 Rainbow Wahine run. We're tied for the 5th time already in this opening set. Here it comes again from Noreen. Forces the overpass. Aijiri slams it home. And Hawaii jumps in front.
And she's the first to congratulate, as she should, Maureen Yosia, who really did all the hard work there. Amber's the first one to admit that she had the easy job, just jump up and put it down.
Maureen Yosia, all Big West Conference first team selection all 4 years in her career, which is just amazing. That one narrowly missed that end line and deep corner. And so it will be a side out at point for Northern Colorado. Here's McCartney, the junior from Chadron, Nebraska. 27 aces on the year. Little knuckleball serve. Here's Brooke Van Sickle, the twist in the middle, and that's dug up nicely by Els. The dump shot, pancake save, Yosia. And it's going to be a net violation called against Hawaii, even though it appeared that Daisy Schultz had actually fallen across the middle line. And so that's going to be a point for the Bears, despite a mild protest from Robin Amo, and now concern for Schultz because she may have been stepped on there by Aijiri. Well, there it goes. It was actually Aijiri's foot that went across the line first. Schultz came down on it, and that is always a precarious situation, C-Mac.
Yeah, and Schultz, their most valuable player in the league. Touches every other ball, so critical to their offense and their team's success. You just hope that her ankle gets better with a little bit of rest here.
I mean, already led the league in assists, was one of the national leaders in that category. She appears to be okay. It looks as though she is going to continue. But how good was she in the Big Sky tournament? It was an all-tournament team selection, but she averages 11.47 assists per set throughout the season. She put that up to 13.38 in the Big Sky tourney.
High volleyball IQ too, by the way. You know why? Youngest of 7. Volleyball in the backyard every night. They have a 6-man team every night in the backyard.
Is that why she wears number 7? Because that was
good question.
The number she was in the Ohana there?
Yes.
Walking gingerly, but it appears as though she's going to stick it out. So 13 serving 12, and it will be Jaden McCartney, flat-footed, sends it over. Yosia high and away to Helvig. Block got a small touch on it. Dug up by Feather. Outside, it's Muff. That's dug up by Yosia. So Okino, back blind bump set to Helvig, and we're going to have a net violation against the Bears. So trading blows here throughout the first half of this opening set. We're tied for the 7th time.
Robin Amo said earlier this week she was not going to look past this Northern Colorado team, despite the fact they've been from the Big Sky Conference, not one of the power conferences. They're respecting every opponent, and Northern Colorado is certainly playing like a team that needs to be respected.
Well, respecting the slide that time was Amber Aijiri and McKenna Ross, and I think Amber got the gist of it again, and a very typical Amber Aijiri celebration. Actually, looked like Ross got the first touch on it, and Aijiri sort of finished it off.
Exactly.
Outside, it's Muff. Block, good touch there. Layout save, Van Sickle. Here's Helvig from the opposite side. Touches it over. Els takes on the setting responsibilities. Muff, cross court, dug up by Okino. Yosia, back row set. Van Sickle swoops in for the kill.
Is there a trampoline behind that 3-meter line? It looked like a trampoline she jumped off. Watch this. Brooke Van Sickle. Here's earlier in the play.
West Kawachi Dean Tamura, the line judges. So we're tied again here. Here's Helvig from the opposite position. Oh, she jumped a little early and swung on it while she was coming down, caught it fat. And it goes long. So another point for the Bears. They jump in front. This is a feisty battle here in this opening frame.
I'm a little surprised that Hawaii hasn't gone to the middles more. It has some pretty good passes. There's a middle attack. That would make it easier on the outside hitters if the middle is used more early. We'll see if Sky Williams gets some sets in her 3 rotations here up front.
It's as if you're familiar with this game.
Kind of played it before a little bit, coached it a little bit.
Well, we're tied again. 16 serving 16, Hanawahine. Soft touches it over, the slide. That's Heinrich's blocked back. Back row set goes to McCartney. Hawaii will play it the other way. Middle set goes to Sky Williams, sends it long, got the touch though. And that's a point for the Rainbow Wahine. They lead 17-16.
Sky got a little bit lucky there. There wasn't a sharp connection. I think Hawaii's got to really be careful about the number of self-inflicted wounds they incur due to the what I call over-adrenalization, if that's a word.
KJ Ince blasting it off the block and down. So we're tied again. We've had 7 lead changes in this thing, 10 ties. In other words, it has been a seesaw back and forth, closely contested opening frame. Hawaii hitting .250 compared to $160 for Northern Colorado, but they have been tough from the service line as advertised. Case in point. Great pancake save by Helvig. At least that was the thought for a moment. The whistle is blown after the fact, and they will say that that in fact touched the Terraflex. Good effort nonetheless by Helvig. But again, credit the serve for Northern Colorado. Laura Katarzinski with the serve. Here is Helvig. The up in the back row, only for a moment though by Taylor Muff. And that's another kill for Hana. That will be her 5th of this opening frame.
She's gone from being a 6 rotation player to a 3 rotation player. And I think those, so Hawaii's losing her as a back row attacker is the biggest loss there. I can see them going back to having her go 6 rotations at some point though.
High ball outside, it's Ince, dug up by Okino. Ross blocked back and roofed, smothered. CC Hoon, the freshman, was the middle blocker on that one. And it was Daisy Schultz catching the pin side of it.
Solid block, forehands across. Not many holes in that block.
Right side. Ross able to catch the sideline. And a much needed rip that time by McKenna Ross. Big West Conference honorable mention this year. First time she's received conference postseason honor.
And well deserved. And I love the way she shows a lot of confidence going back down this line after just getting blocked.
Outside. And that is Muff. Make that Jaden McCartney stand corrected. 1.86 kills per set. Pretty widespread and evenly distributed offensive attack so far for Northern Colorado.
Very definitely.
5 players with 2 kills apiece, and there is the nasty service ace. Courtesy Kendall Feather. That is her 50th ace of the season. Led the team with 49 through the regular year, and that prompts a timeout signaled by Robin Amo as Hawaii finds themselves down a pair as we take another look at the ace.
Hawaii knew this team would be a good serving team, so there's no surprises here. This team serves tough, but you never know.
Big Sky Coach of the Year this season for the 4th time in her tenure. Oversaw the program's transition into Division I and the Big Sky Conference back in 2006. And they lead by 2 right now. Van Sickle misses wide. And all of a sudden, Hawaii trailing by 3 here in the first set. A 3-0 run here for the Bears, and some anxiety now flowing through the building. Good pass there by Okino, middle set. Williams finds that deep corner. So Sky strikes again for her 2nd kill. And it's a 2-point contest in the first.
I think we may see more balls going to the middle attackers since Hawaii's pin attackers are struggling a little bit now finding the court.
You saw Sky Williams' hitting percentage just gaudy, 388. And a beautiful serve by Rika Okino. She had 12 service aces throughout the regular season. That one looked like it got shot out of the air as it crossed the net, and Hawaii within one, forcing a Northern Colorado timeout.
Well, that was a much-needed ace right there. Hawaii falling down 21-19. Here's the ace by Rika as it goes over and just drops, as you said, got like a bird that got shot out of the air and dove, fell to the ground. But again, one of the reasons, there's a couple of reasons why Hawaii's in a predicament right now. One is the 2-week layoff. There's been some misconnections, some missed shots, some self-inflicted wounds. The other is the University of Northern Colorado has played some good volleyball. They're serving really tough. Outside attackers are doing a good job of tooling our end blockers and keeping the ball in play. And that's what's made for a tough start here for Robin Amo and her squad.
Hey, 26 wins for Northern Colorado. That sets the program's Division I history record. They're riding 12 straight wins coming into this one, so you're absolutely on point. They've been playing some good volleyball. Let's go inside the numbers presented by Heineken. And the number here is 1. The NCAA sub-regionals with 3 AVCA top 25 teams. That's right, this is the only one in the whole tournament. You have 18th ranked Hawaii, number 20 San Diego, which earlier this evening took down number 23 Washington State in 4. And I'll tell you, San Diego looks absolutely formidable, especially with the addition of Grace Froling, a 6'5" freshman pin hitter who had 17 kills against the Cougars earlier, who, by the way, did not play when San Diego and Hawaii met to open the season this year, a match won in 5 sets by the Rainbow Wahine.
Yeah, so that's good. San Diego is a very good team. I watched them practice this week, and they were very, very sharp, especially yesterday in practice. They looked really, really good. I wasn't surprised by their win tonight.
So 21 serving 22. Okino gets it across. Outside, the set goes to Muff. Good touch by the block, dug up to the net by Okino. Little patty cake back and forth. Hawaii now with it. Van Sickle through the double block. That's dug up by Feather. Bump set goes to Muff on the outside. On 2 knees, that one is dug up by Ross. Van Sickle from off the net. Right there is Els. Bears again in transition. Muff a 3rd time blocked. Kept alive by Schultz. Muff has to try to get it across. She does. Free chance for Hawaii. Aijiri with the smackdown.
There's an example of Hawaii being patient. Like I said they had to do at the beginning of the show. I said Hawaii's got to be patient. In that rally, they just stayed within themselves until the end when they knew they had a great shot. And Amber Aijide is about as big a force in the middle as we'll see anybody in this tournament.
3-point run for Hawaii. We're tied for the 13th time in this first set. Muff off the hands and down. They just keep on working it to Taylor Muff.
She's so, she's such a great athlete. In high school, she was an all-state hurdle champion in the 100 and 300 all 4 years. Amazing.
23 serving 22. And that is going to be returned. How? I still don't know. Aijiri with the layout pass. Good save there by Choi. So Hawaii in transition. It's Van Sickle through the block and down. That was incredible. Amber Aijiri able to keep the sequence alive.
This may be, look at that layout by Aijiri. Van Sickle finding the hole in the block, but Amber Aijiri so far, the play of the night right there. They lose that one, they go down 22-24. That's set point for Northern Colorado.
Absolutely right, a potential set-saving play there on the layout by Amber Aijiri. Good second touch by Van Sickle as well. Here's Yosia, took a little something off, L's the pass. High ball outside, it's Muff, and that one didn't get above the tape. Either way, it's going to be a point for Hawaii, and it is aloha ball for the Rainbow Wahine in the first.
That's a big block up there. Aijiri at 6'3", Helbig at 6'3". That's a solid, as big a block as Hawaii can put up right now.
You're going to give Hawaii the block there. And the crowd claps. Yosia brings it. A hot serve, good pass by Muff. They go right side. It's McCartney off the block and out, and that will temper things momentarily. We got ourselves an extended opening frame.
They run it back quick to McCartney. First time they've run that play all night. Pretty gutsy set.
15th tie of this first stanza. Two-hand pass, Van Sickle. One-hand set, Yosia. The dink by Aijiri batted around and returned narrowly. Here's Helvig with the swing. Good save by McCartney down the line. Middle set, it's Heinrich's one-hand save, Josia. Ross sets up Van Sickle off one leg. Makes it work.
That was such a difficult ball to hit. Brooke Van Sickle, the ball coming over her head, and somehow or another she had a one-step takeoff. That was crazy. Looks like there's going to be a challenge.
I believe there will be a challenge. They're going to look to see if there is a net violation committed by Hawaii on that last sequence. You are in postseason form, my friend.
I did the best I could. I warmed up today and everything, you know. Called a little bit of the Washington State San Diego game to Tip Wells. He was nice enough to let me come on board for a set, so I feel like I am ready.
So here we go. Crowd clapping. Hawaii trying to close the deal in the first. Here's Muff. Blocked and rope. Amber Igidi next to Hana Helvig saying, "Ahole!" And the Rainbow.
And they could have easily won that one.
I don't anticipate it getting any easier from Hawaii's vantage point. That's for sure, not against this competitive Bears squad. UH Athletics reaches out to you online each week with updates and promotions through its H-Mail e-newsletter. To register, visit hawaiiathletics.com and click on the H-Mail button. It's simple and it's free.
We got to give some shouts out to the guys who had the game plan for this. PEIU and John Haraguchi. PEIU, the Kamehameha grad, 1982. John Haraguchi, Punahou grad, he was 81 from Kamehameha. John Haraguchi, 92 from Punahou. There was actually some 92 grads in the crowd that came just to see John coaching in the big time in the Stan Sheriff Center. Yeah. They did a great job. Those two, I know, did a lot of the game planning for that first set, for sure.
Yeah, homecoming for a couple of the staff members for Northern Colorado. Igidi got the first kill, second one goes just long, no touch up front. So a point for Northern Colorado. I like this little known fact though about John Haraguchi is that he was your student when you were teaching the 3rd grade.
Yeah.
You were obviously just a student teacher at the time.
No, I was a regular teacher at the time.
There's a look at IU on the left and Haraguchi on the right. Scramble play here by Hawaii. Ross from the back row. Bears go outside to Muff. That goes off the block and out. And so just like the first set, Hawaii scored first, and then Northern Colorado immediately took the lead.
Nice set that time from Daisy Schultz, the MVP in the Big Sky.
Serve by McCartney. Good up there by Okino. Oh, but a mistimed set. Nobody home in the back row. Chance here for the Bears. Muff through the double block and down. And another moment of miscommunication and or disarray on the Hawaii side of the net.
Again, that might be a little bit from the layoff. Could be just maybe some nervousness. But how about the swing by Taylor Muff? She's got one great arm swing.
You'll see her outside. Helvig straight down to the floor. She went OTT that time. Gets her 6th kill.
Remember, she's only a 3-rotation player now, not playing in the back row. So when she comes in, she's got a fresh arm and some fresh legs.
So here is Brooke Van Sickle, 19 aces on the year. Big West Conference honorable mention this season. Hawaii cleaning house in the postseason awards in league this year. Here's Ross. A little extra chili pepper water behind that one, but unfortunately sent it long.
You hear the crowd that time moaning in the set of Daisy Schultz. They thought it was a double contact. And this crowd, if any, of any crowd in the country, probably is as knowledgeable as anyone. And they knew that a set might or should have been called. There was an out ball taken.
And here's an ace by Taylor Muff. She had 37 aces in the regular season, and that was good enough for just 3rd on the team. That gives you a sense of just how tough this Northern Colorado squad is behind the service line. 1.6 aces per set. Timeout. Oh. Welcome back. Let's take a look at the Jack facts. Taking home the Big West hardware in droves for sure. Coach of the Year, Robin Amo. Player of the Year, Noreen. You'll see a Frosh of the Year, Hannah Helvig. And then on the first team, you'll see a Helvig, Igidi, and Williams. Then you had a slew of honorable mentions in addition. In the case of Robin Amo, she was officially a co-coach of the year in conference with Ashley Preston of Cal State Fullerton as McKenna Ross unleashes on that set out of the timeout in Hawaii, a much needed point.
Before that, Hawaii's offense sputtering, hitting 0-0-0, 2 kills, 2 errors, and siding out at 40%, not a good number. Meantime, Northern Colorado hitting 667 and siding out at 100%.
Hana Wahine with the serve for Hawaii, trailing by 2. Outside, it goes to Joe Ince. Outside, Ross gets it down again. That's back-to-back kills for McKenna Ross.
I love the way McKenna's hitting the ball high and hard. She's not trying to bring the ball down in the court. She knows where the block is. She's keeping her elbow high and snapping high. Actually almost trying to go over the block, even though she's only a 5'10"er with great hops.
Here's Ince again. How about the forearm save by Yosia? Ross a third time. Good save in the back row there by the Bears, and then Ince just blasts it by the Hawaii block. Good dig on that sequence by Taylor Muff in the back row.
AJ Ince. You know, I was told that they would not have won that Big Sky tournament were it not for her. She had a phenomenal final match, 24 kills. Amazing.
And it was recognized as the tourney MVP. They tried to go crossing pattern in the middle to Helvig, couldn't put it down. Slide a little off target, pancake save Okino. Ross two-hands it over, diving pass there by Katarzyński, and then Ince is blocked back. Katarzyński to cover, Ince a second time. And we're gonna have a whistle against Hawaii, a net violation. And that'll be another point for Northern Colorado. They open it up to a 3-point advantage.
Okino out there just getting her hand between the Terraflex and the ball. And Colorado scoring again. They're picking up a 3-point lead now. Rerun of the first game.
Pump set goes to Ross from off the net. Had to just roll shot it across. Here's Ince again. The block hadn't formed, and she makes Hawaii pay. KJ Ince living up to her stats, 3.86 kills per set, tops on the team, hitting 278, and Hawaii didn't have any resistance against that one.
Block late getting out there, mostly because I think Sky Williams was concerned about a couple of other hitters.
How about 3 straight putdowns for Ince? Van Sickle had a couple of Bears defenders looking at one another. Much needed side out and point for the Rainbow Wahine. Good job by Northern Colorado, wouldn't you say, after certainly feeling like they let the first set go to Hawaii, bouncing back, and here they are in a pretty prime position early on in the second.
Exactly, great resilience, good bounce back.
Choi with the serve. High ball goes to Ince. Had to try to backhand it. The placement wasn't there that time out of the palms of Schultz. And a freebie gift of a point for the Bulls.
This is why I said one of the keys to the game for Northern Colorado is first contact. If they get a good first pass, their offense can be very dangerous. If the ball's passed off past the 3-meter line, Hawaii's block can get lined up. There's a good pass.
Here's Ince flying in, blocked back, rattled around. It won't be returned. A stout roof that time for the Rainbow Wahine. Hawaii now with 5 total team blocks compared to 1 for Northern Colorado. Bears don't put up a lot of blocking numbers. They were actually 10th in the Big Sky in blocks. There are 11 teams in that conference, and a 4-0 run is Northern Colorado all of a sudden hitting some rocky turf.
Kind of unusual because they typically do not self-destruct, have self-inflicted wounds. They're pretty steady.
Oh, mistimed middle set. Free chance here for Hawaii. Can they cash in? Ross obliterates it. And Hawaii jumps in front after scoring 5 straight. And that prompts a Northern Colorado timeout. Topsy-turvy, set number 2 here early on. Welcome back. Visit the new Spectrum store at Pearl Highland Center above Sam's Club. Learn about Spectrum Mobile and get the best devices, latest technology, and coolest accessories. The store is open Monday through Saturday 9 to 8, Sundays 10 to 6. Well, Hawaii has scored 5 in a row to take the 9-8 lead here in set number 2. And Maddie Bremer, a reserve middle, 6-foot sophomore from Prior Lake, Minnesota, into the match. She's actually the team leader in blocks. Did not get the start here this evening. Nice job reading that dump shot attempt by Williams, and then did she get a piece? She did get a touch. And so Northern Colorado, the point out of the timeout. And Robin Amo is going to challenge that one. So we'll take a look at that. It seemed pretty immediate, the reaction by KJ Ince, that there was a touch, not a huge debate to that by the players on the floor for Hawaii, but Robin Amo certainly was interested in taking another look at this. That would have been Yosia, it appears, getting the touch if there was one. No touch call by the line judge, interestingly enough. It was Kevin Cole, the R1, who took it upon himself to call.
He's right there about 4 feet away, so if anybody's going to hear the touch or know about a touch, it's going to be him and Noreen Yosia and the attacker. Is that McCartney? No.
That's Ince.
Ince, yeah. Those are the 3 people that really know what the truth is.
And in a situation like this, postseason, you're taking that to the grave with you. You're not showing your cards here. All right, well, not enough there, I would imagine. We'll see the official call is here from Kylie Kimura. Long discussion with the officials table. And the call will stand. So we're tied at 9 here in set 2. Crowd doesn't like it. Can you tell?
I think the crowd is not happy with that call.
It's Schultz with the serve. May have been an out ball played by Ross, and that is an ace for Daisy Schultz. And 21 of those in the regular season.
Ace number 3 on the night. So Northern Colorado's serving prowess is coming to reality.
Ross's roof stuffed by Ince and Bremer. How about the substitution by Lindsay Oates, bringing Bremer in, the team leader in blocks, and there next to Ince, immediately paying dividends. Hawaii trailing by a deuce. Here's Ross. 2-hand save there by Els. Ince slaps it across. Good save, Okino. Middle set, Williams. A little too hot to handle that time for Taylor Els.
I like that transition play. Off a dig, off a down ball dig. Boy gets it up to the net. Close enough for Bailey Choi to set Sky Williams. The connection between those two is almost always perfect.
Yeah, for Sky Williams, it's not necessarily about quantity, it is about quality, and she is 3 for 3 in kills so far tonight as Ince comes flying in for that kill. DJ Ince putting in work, 7 kills to lead Northern Colorado.
Crossing play by Ince there. Middle tackle goes out to the pin. Ince comes around. That's what they call an X2 pattern.
Good serve again. Amazing pass, and it lines up a behind-the-head middle set. Choi to Williams for the crush.
Well, Bailey Choi, after 3 years in the Pac-12, sitting at the University of Utah, knows where her middle attackers are all the time.
Crowd quiets as Rika Okino Brings it over. They go right side. McCartney dug up by Yosia. Bump set, back row, it's Ross. Two hands it across, saved by Schultz. So high ball bump set goes to Muff off the block and out. Taylor Muff with her 6th put down. And Colorado hitting 263 here in this second frame compared to 294 for Hawaii, but they lead by 2. That helps the Rainbow Wahine cause there. A service error by Els. Just the
second one tonight.
That's right.
Pretty amazing, given the fact that they're taking so many chances from behind the service line. They're hitting it at a pretty high pace.
And here is Noreen Yosia. Wow, what a pass. Middle set, that's Muff. Dug up by Okino as she rolls out of bounds. Van Sickle off the hands and down. Rika Okino with a save to remember right there.
So now I'm stuck. Is it Amber Genies the play of the game, or is it Rika Okino with that dig? Amazing.
6 kills, meanwhile, for Van Sickle. She is tied with Helvig for tops in that stat for Hawaii. Pass by Els. They go outside, set to McCartney, the dink shot. And how about Van Sickle? On the second touch, is able to flush it down.
And you saw Genie ran over Van Sickle and put her hands up like, hey, where's the set? How come I need to get a set? You hit the... Yeah, Genie gets the assist. There you go.
Genie, again, just filling the stat sheet tonight.
Yeah.
Els with the pass. You'll see it taking a little something off that time. McCartney got a piece of the block, dug up by Van Sickle. Bump set comes her way. 2 blockers up for the Bears. Layout save Els. And it winds up in the pin. And that's a point for Hawaii. Isn't it amazing? Time and time again, how the complexion of these sets, how the complexion of these matches tend to change and shift when Noreen Yosia is behind the service line.
Yeah, absolutely. Happens all the time. And how about Taylor Els in that dig to keep the play alive for Northern Colorado? And they just couldn't quite convert at the end. But you're right. You'll see a
team if they are there, and they've done so again tonight.
Oh, just amazing support from Honolulu fans. And how about the way they showed up at the box office at 5 a.m. on Wednesday to start buying tickets?
Here's Van Sickle over the shoulder swing that time, dug up by Els. Muff, the quick hop. And she's able to get it past the Igidi and Van Sickle block, which is a pretty formidable block, and get it down for another kill. That is the 5th tie that we embark on here in this second set. And for Muff, that's kill number 7.
So athletic, so athletic.
Out serve, though, by J.D. McCartney. And Hawaii back in front. Rainbow Wahine seeded 12th in the NCAA tournament. Ranked 18th in the latest AVCA poll, coming off of their 9th Big West Conference title and 5th since rejoining the league in 2012. Here's Muff, tight to the pin. Somehow got it past Igidi. That was another athletic play by Taylor Muff. Good stock in the family, right? Older siblings. Alex and Skylar played college volleyball. Dad, Kevin, played basketball at Kansas State. So it's in the DNA.
Yeah.
And here she is to serve on cue. Yosia goes middle, Igidi. Connection not there. Bears play it back. It's Heinrichs in the middle. And Heinrichs does the deed. And Northern Colorado reclaims the lead. I mean, the back and forth swings that we have seen from serve number 1 in this match. It's been pretty unreal.
Yeah, they're 2 very evenly matched teams where they're going back and forth, trading side outs. Nobody really taking large leads at any point tonight.
Moments being taken to wipe perspiration off of the floor. And now we get ready to continue. 17 serving 16 in the second. Into the net it goes. Muff tried to take a little something off, pulled the string a little too far. And big surprise, we're tied again.
Again?
Had 15 ties in the first frame. 7 so far in this one. Here's Ince fresh back into the match. Got a piece. And that's going to be a point for Northern Colorado. That catches Hawaii off guard. Kyra Hanawahine was retreating back behind the service line again. Rabanamo contemplating a challenge there, but it appears as though she will accept the call. 18 serving 17. Lucia has to chase down the set. High balls it outside to Ross. Off the block and out. So McKenna Ross now with 5 kills. She's actually attempted the most swings so far in this match for Hawaii. That was her 16th attack.
Yeah, when she plays front left like that, and all the broken plays, the bad passes and things like that, they all end up going to people like her on the left side. And she's done a pretty good job so far. 5 kills, 3 errors.
Bump set outside. Ince off the block. Good cover there by Els. Back row, it'll be Muff. Off the block and out. It was Ross that caught a piece of it.
Taylor Muff can do it from everywhere. That's why she's a 6th rotation player. They'll set her anywhere, anytime. And she doesn't need much of a run-up either. She's got natural hops. She can take 1 step close and she's good to go.
There's up 1. Here's Williams. That was a slam dunk. No blockers up.
Maddie Bremer was headed to the outside to block the left side attacker, and she's just gone. Sky Williams all by herself in the middle. Open court.
Just running the hitting lines that time. May have been an out ball played there on the serve by Els. And then it is McCartney righting the ship for Northern Colorado, and they get to 21st. They did so in the first as well.
This team is so scrappy. They're playing some really high-quality volleyball. And that's why they're 17-1 in the league. That's why they won the conference.
Chase down pass there by Ross. Van Sickle dug up by Els. That was sweet. And then McCartney from the opposite side is dug up. Van Sickle, one-hand save over the net, and then Van Sickle a second time. The quick hop, springing back up for the put down.
Okay, she took a couple of really good shots. She goes up, taps it down, but she had a one before that as well, where she's just ripping it down the line, and the line diggers for Northern Colorado just popping it up.
Team high 8th kill for Brooke, hitting 438. Okino with the serve. Outside, Muff comes flying in, diving save Ross. Igidi touches it over on the second swing. Muff, leaning out of bounds, is able to get it down. She was floating wide of the antenna and still got a lick on it.
That was not Daisy Schultz's best set of the night. It got away from her, got way too far outside. Look how Muff saves it. Keeps it in play, gets the kill. For Muff, kill number 10.
Oh, Els though goes into the twine. And it's tied at 21. Taylor Els, a senior on the squad from Lincoln, Nebraska. Team leader in digs, has led the team in digs. In fact, each of the last 3 years set the Northern Colorado record with 607 digs a year ago. Here's Yosia. Forces the overpass. Igidi says mahalo nui loa.
You know, Amber Igidi gets the kill, but you know what? You can almost give an ace to Noreen Yosia every time she does that.
Oh, that's an ace. That one is official. And that was smoked off of the palm of Noreen Yosia.
It's uncanny how she could take over a match like this.
Takes a little something off there. Gets the Bears out of system. Free ball coming for Hawaii. Yosia outside. Van Sickle. Down the line and wide. Point for the Bears and a missed opportunity there by Hawaii.
Not sure why Noreen Yosia went out to Van Sickle. The 2 blockers up there. Could have gone to Amber Igidi in the middle. Could have gone back to Helvig too.
Served by McCartney. And that is shanked by Okino, and Hawaii can't forge a return. That's an ace for Northern Colorado, and we are tied yet again. Timeout signal by Robin Amo, and she cannot be happy about the last couple of sequences. An opportunity just given away by Hawaii 2 moments ago.
Exactly, the shot.
Of course, one of those hot spots right here at the Stan Sheriff Center. Now, think about this, 375 the hitting percentage for Northern Colorado in this second set, and doing so against one of the best blocking teams in the country, frankly.
Well, it says a lot about their offense.
Just sneaking that one over the tape was the server McCartney. Free chance here for the Bears. They go backside. Heinrichs off of 1 foot. That's dug up. Okino. High ball bump set. Van Sickle. 2 blockers up. She's roof. Denied by Heinrichs and Muff. There again.
Solid block. Forehands across. Tough to get through that. They were waiting for Brooke. Ambush.
It is aloha ball for the Bears in the second set. Okino the pass. Good one. You'll see it. Outside. Helvig. 2 blockers up. Fingertips got a piece. Bears play it back. Here's Muff. Blocked and roofed by Amber Igidi. And we're tied once more. And we'll play extras yet again here in this second set.
A rare error from Muff that time. Went right into the hands of Amber Igidi.
Amber Igidi led the conference in blocks per set. Almost 1.3 per set here this season. 24 all. Here's Muff. Igidi got just a fingernail on it. But again, that middle for Hawaii, a little slow getting out there on some of these sets outside the Muff.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they weren't like having one block and just assigned to her.
Chance for the Bears once again here in the second. You'll see a middle. Igidi had to just soft touch it over. Northern Colorado goes middle. Heinrichs gets it down. And Northern Colorado has shown up here as 2 junior from Encinitas, California, one of the 3 transfers from Oregon. Just lit the Stan Sheriff Center on fire in her debut as a Rainbow Wahine, and through the first few weeks of the season, averaging 3.4 kills per set, hitting 285. Hasn't played until since, I should say, September 12th against West Virginia. That was the match in which she got hurt. And Hawaii wanting a touch on the opening serve of set number 3, and Robin Amo is going to challenge what was an out call. And so a little bit of a delayed start here to the festivities in set number 3, welcoming Jolie Rasmussen back to the fray. But she is a player who was the Hawaiian Airlines Classic MVP early in the year, AVCA Big West Conference Player of the Week. I mean, she was just, before she got hurt, awesome.
And she had a big spring as well, a big match against Texas in the spring. So she, the number 2 ranked Texas now. There's then maybe a touch there. You saw earlier a shot of her parents. Dean and Deanna flew in from Encinitas yesterday for this weekend's activities. I talked to Jolie yesterday. She was not expecting to play. She knows how well that team was playing that finished the Big West season. That combination was really smooth, really playing well together. And so she was not expecting to play, but if needed, she said she's happy she can go and contribute if possible. And if Hawaii, as you take a look at this, pretty hard to tell. Not sure if there's anything definitive enough to be able to overturn the call here, but I think if Hawaii is to get past Northern Colorado, and it certainly is a big if at this point, tied 1 set apiece, but if they are, and moving on to play San Diego tomorrow, it would behoove Robin Amo to get Jolie Rasmussen some action tonight just to get back into the timing and rhythm of things. But she might have to rely on her to help spark this Rainbow Wahine squad tonight. Exactly. Yeah, I kind of thought that she'd get in tonight if Hawaii was up 2-0 and up 15-10 in the third, and then throw a few points. But they're having to use her a little bit sooner. Well, it was a good challenge. You see Robin Amo upset that she even had to use the challenge in that situation. Either way,
an ace to open things up for Noreen Yosia in set number 3. A must-get set number 3. But that long delay may be playing a role in Yosia going into the net on serve number 2. So we are knotted at 1 apiece. Again, if you're just joining us, opening round of the NCAA tournament, Hawaii, the 12th seed, hosting here in this sub-regional. 1 set apiece against Northern Colorado, and the first swing since September 12th for Jolie Rasmussen is a put down.
Interesting that who she's subbing for is Hannah Helvig. Nice bump set there. And Jolie gets a nice swing at a 2-person block. Manages to go over.
Meanwhile, Van Sickle, good serve. How about the back bump set to Muff? Layout save, Igidi.
Again, Igidi again.
Then a joust at the net. Igidi winning that battle. But Muff will get a swing out of it. Touches it over. Save, you'll see a back bump set. Ross gets it from Okino. Through the block and down. How's Amber here?
Unbelievable. You just don't see many middle blockers lay out, give up their bodies that much. But Amber, unafraid to do so.
Here's Muff. Blocked at a good chunk there, but it goes OB off the hands. And another kill for Taylor Muff. And another point for Northern Colorado.
12 kills now for Muff. She just hits the ball so hard. Even if she sees 4 hands across, she's unafraid to just challenge it. She's fearless out there. Great athlete.
I mean, Hawaii led the Big West Conference in blocks per set. They were 26th nationally in that category as Jolie goes off the block and down. And so it looks like the timing for the moment is just fine for Jolie Rasmussen.
I think because she's in for Helvig, she'll only be playing 3 rotations, so they aren't going to overuse her for sure.
Hanawahine with the serve. And that one shanked a little bit, touched over, and basically a free chance here for Hawaii. Here's Ross off the block. Good 2-hand save by McCartney down the line. High ball outside, and that is KJ Ince. It didn't look like she had any chance of getting it through that Hawaii block, and she did.
That was about as broken a play as you can find. Here's the bump set way across the court. She finds the ball, just about a volleyball's width of space between the antenna and the block. Brilliant shot by KJ.
Yeah, huge leap for Ince from last season, which was her freshman year, as Ross gets it down for Hawaii from the outside position. Ince played just 29 sets as a frosh, 33 kills last year. Here she is leading this team in her sophomore campaign in kills per set. So as you mentioned, Rasmussen to the bench. Here's Bailey Choi with the serve. High ball outside, it's Ince. Block got a good chunk there. Choi high balls it outside to Ross. And a net violation will go against the Bears. And it took several Hawaii players sort of urging the officiating crew on before they got that whistle.
Somebody call it. That was pretty funny. The net was definitely shaking that time.
That's right.
A lot.
You could see that one from the upper deck. Here's Bailey Choi. Ince blocked and roofed. Sky Williams next to Noreen Yosia saying,
The longer the match goes on, I think it'll be easier for the Hawaii middle blockers to figure out this Northern Colorado offense, because it's got some nuances to it that make life difficult for a middle blocker.
Sure, a little unorthodox in some of the approaches here. Ince being one of them. Good play off the block there by Choi. Bump set goes to Ross, 2 blockers up, and she tools it. So McKenna Ross with her 9th kill. That's tops for Hawaii, and that forces a Bears timeout. We'll take a break as well. The senior, McKenna, doing it. Moment, but what does her presence do for Hawaii? What kind of options does she provide?
Well, I think it provides a lot of options. I think that Hawaii can do a number of different lineups. I mean, Robin Amo could go back to that sub for the centers offense. She could get the lineup could get larger in an instant if she just all of a sudden pulls Josia out and puts Rasmussen in. And there's a number of things they can do to have a bigger lineup. But the small lineup has played so well that they may want to stick with a small lineup. They could do it. They could go small, medium, or large. Take your pick.
Well, speaking of large, the largest lead of this match for either team, a 6-0 Rainbow Wahine run. So they're up 7 here off of the ace by Bailey Choi. You saw the block by Sky Williams sequence earlier. Hawaii now with 7 total team blocks in this match, and they're starting to assert themselves, dare we say, here in set number 3. Block got a good piece there on the slide to Cece Hoon. Back row set, Van Sickle delivers.
Oh, man, that was one of the best plays of the night. Great set by Bailey Choi. A blind back set to Van Sickle, and Brooke was ready for that pipe set out of the back row. Brilliant play.
As much of a groove as we have seen the Rainbow Wahine experiencing in this match. High ball bump set goes to Ince on the outside. Couldn't put everything into it. Chance here for Hawaii. It's Rossi. Just beasted. 10th kill, first to double figures for the Bows.
That's how Rossi was hitting in practice the last couple of days. Just hammering. Finds the hole in the block. So her vision has gotten better. She's jumping higher, hitting harder, having the time of her life. Pretty good for a person who was recruited as a libero and defensive specialist.
That's right. Playing her best volleyball in this home stretch of her career. 8-0 run for the Bows. Here's Ince. Block got a good piece again. Van Sickle just guarding that back line. Ross tools the block. And McKenna unrelenting from that outside pin. That's now 9 in a row here for Hawaii, just taking a stranglehold of this third frame. Another good serve by Choi. It's an ace!
Bailey Choi having a field day back there. Either getting aces or forcing bad passes.
Second on the team in service aces this season. The lead is 11. The run is 10. Timeout Bears. Long absence from the lineup, and that had to be a struggle for Jolie, right? Bursting onto the scene in her Rainbow Wahine career after transferring from Oregon. And then, seeing this team put together a championship run through conference as Ross sends it long. Was there a touch? She wanted it. No touch call. Just about every Rainbow Wahine on the floor felt like there was one. I don't think Robin Amo wants to burn another challenge, particularly with her team up double digits here.
Yeah, she's used 2 already. She's got to save that third for a more crucial part of the game. When you're up 14-4.
Maybe a little athletic justice. That's what the crowd will likely believe in as that one goes into the net. But again, getting back to Jolie Rasmussen, the level of frustration and angst and just that roller coaster ride of emotion throughout the season, it must feel liberating and cathartic to be back out there here this evening.
Absolutely.
McKenna Ross, meanwhile, just splendid in all facets here in this match. 11 kills, give her a service ace, Hawaii by a dozen. High ball bump set. This is Mackenzie Harris fresh into the match. As Lindsay Oates trying to find a spark here, maybe get some rest for her starters at the same time. You'll see it couldn't get it down. Okino the save. Hawaii on the attack. Williams in the middle. Caught it flush.
You see Bailey Choi set that ball. She set the ball from the 9-foot line. Unafraid to fire it up to the net. To Sky Williams, who was ready.
Sky Williams batting 1,000 prior to.
I think Hawaii's got to engage in more of those risky sets to really keep the other team's defense honest.
6 kills, 6 swings for Sky Williams. Prior to tonight, Sky hitting .388 on the year. What a save there by Van Sickle. Bumps that goes to Yosia. Good up there by Els on the Bears side. And then Sky Williams shutting the door on Maddie Bremer. Solo stuck. And Hawaii up 14.
Block number 7 on the night. Amber Igiti's been in on 5 of those 7.
Just sneaking over the tape by Ross. Blocked and roof. And Sky Williams putting up an impenetrable wall here in the 3rd set. And look at this score, C-Mac.
I'll tell you, a lot of it has to do with the block has gotten better for sure. Northern Colorado's cooled off a little bit offensively. Isn't passing as well as they were the first 2 sets. There's a good pass, and they didn't set the middle.
And that time, pummeling it through the block was the freshman from Eaton, Colorado, Mackenzie Harris. That ends a 5-0 Rainbow Wahine run. So we saw a double-digit run earlier in this set. That one ended a 5-0 Rainbow Wahine run. They have just been in charge here in the 3rd. And that's an out serve. So if you're Northern Colorado and you're Lindsay Oates, what's sort of going through the mind right now?
Try to get some good passing, get an offense going again, because they're just unable to score points. As you can tell, 5 points is paltry, and their hitting percentage is not very good either in this set.
Roll shot. Busting out the spatula was Van Sickle, but a late whistle, as they're going to ultimately say that that hit the Terraflex, and it very well may have, but there is absolutely no debating. That whistle came long after that attempted pancake save.
I'm not sure why it was such a late call. And Colorado had 3 kills, 4 errors. They're hitting negative 048. That's been their biggest problem.
Good pass there by Brooke. Behind the head set from Choi to Igiti getting in on the fun.
Choi unafraid to do that back line set to her middle. That's the 3rd time she's done that. 2 to her middles and once to the back set, the pipe set to Brooke Van Sickle.
Yosia with the serve. 3 blockers up on Harris. And Jolie on the 2nd touch sends it over. Scramble play here for the Bears. Can they forge a return? Yes, they do. 3 opportunity for the Bows. Outside, Van Sickle. High hands kept alive in the back row. They go right side. Again, it is Harris blocked back. Now it's going to be Muff from off the net. Right there is Ross. Hawaii on the attack. Here is Rasmussen. And we keep this sequence going. Right side, it goes to Harris. Dug up by Rasmussen over the net. Harris couldn't get it down thanks to the feistiness of Okino. Van Sickle dug up by a diving Els. Here's Muff, the dink. One hand save by Yosia. Back row said it's Ross. And replay on in the sequence. Muff cross court diving save Okino. Rasmussen tried to catch him napping, nothing doing. Muff again through the block. We got a net violation. And a fairly anticlimactic finish to what was a marathon rally here in this 3rd frame.
There's a great example of Hawaii fans. They lose the rally. Here's a great save. That time by Yosia, and here's on the other side, Els again having a terrific night playing back row. But the fans clapping, but Hawaii lost the rally. What's up with that? Because they appreciate great volleyball.
Exactly. Here's Jolie. Smokes that one. And Rasmussen with her 3rd kill. Taylor Els on the side of the Bears. C-Mac, you talked about her defense. 13 digs here in this match so far. She averages 4.5 per set. How about Hawaii, though? 3 players in double figures in digs.
Yeah, Brooke Van Sickle with 10, Lorraine Yosia with 12, Rico Aquino with 12. That's playing some pretty good defense. 44 digs altogether. Colorado's 35.
And already yet another double-double performance for Yosia. 62nd of her career as that one is plugged through the block by Taylor Muff. So when you start to break this down, and Hawaii looking to close the deal here in the third, what has been the biggest difference? Why have we seen the Rainbow Wahine erupt in the way that they have here in this third set, you think?
Two things. One, great serving, forcing Colorado into bad passing. And the second thing is Hawaii's block got going. It forced all kinds of problems for Colorado's hitters. That's why Northern Colorado is hitting negative in this set. More errors than kills.
That's right, 4 blocks for Hawaii in this set. 0.65 the hitting percentage in set 3 for Northern Colorado. Overpass, Williams couldn't put it down. Off of 1 foot, it's Heinrichs, the save by Brooke. Here's Jolie on the opposite side. From her knees, it's dug up by Els. Ince, how about the dig there by Igidi? Middle set goes to Williams. And the Bears can't forge a return. We may joke about it. It may be at this stage of her career a bit tongue-in-cheek, but we may not be far away from Amber Igidi being a 6 rotation middle at some point in her career.
I hope she watches this broadcast and hears you say that.
I mean, what she is doing is incredible. And how about McKenna Ross? She has been incredible all evening long. A solo roof on match point, on set point in the third. And Hawaii will have an opportunity to close the deal in this match opening round of the NCAA tournament. Hawaii up 2-1.
The third set. Young lady who was, here's a blocking package here. We see Sky Williams. She got in on a bunch. Amber Igidi got in on 5. And Hawaii had 5 blocks of their 10 in the 1 set, in the third set. The Manoa Roofing Company coming alive.
That's right. The Akamai Roofing Report. The total blocks for Hawaii in this match, 10. They have outblocked their opponents 9 of the last 10 matches of the year coming into tonight. And their blocks per set numbers, 2.6 as a team. The most since 2015. And if you remember, that was a season where Hawaii actually, for a time, led the nation in blocks.
They've really got it going on tonight. We'll see how they do. It's 0-0 now in the 4th set. No guarantees here.
First serve from Schultz sails long, and Hawaii starts off with the point. You see the kill numbers percentage-wise for either side. Hawaii starting to create some separation there. And Marine, you'll see it a serve.
It's like Robin Amo is going to the same lineup that she had last set.
Good pass there. Ince gets the set on the outside, and she goes off the block and out. So KJ Ince getting the start here in this 4th set. The Bears playing tightly with Hawaii through the first 2 stanzas. In fact, they very well could have been up 2-0 going into that third frame.
Easily.
And so Kimberly Feather, Ace's leader with the serve. Cross-court bump set goes to Jolie, and he hits it into the pin, so a point for Northern Colorado. Bears making their 5th NCAA Division I tournament appearance. Again, they transitioned to Division I and the Big Sky Conference back in 2006, making their 2nd trip to Hawaii. Came out here in the NCAA tournament in 2011 and lost in 3. It will not be a sweep tonight, we know that for sure. But Northern Colorado still seeking their first NCAA tournament win at the Division I level, but boy, what a season they have enjoyed. Riding a 12-match win streak, matched the Big Sky single-season record with 17 conference wins. They have just been awesome throughout, and so Hawaii knew they were going to get a run for their money, but it was interesting to see the Rainbow Wahine sort of exact their authority in that third set.
Yeah. Well, they knew they had a great team they were playing. 26-24, 26-24 in those first 2 sets. As you said, they could have been down 0-2 very easily.
Gidi able to get that one down. All right, ticket attendance numbers issued 7,818 through the turnstile 7,126. Solid crowd here, and you would imagine tomorrow night has the potential to be a full-blown sellout. As that one misses the floor for Mackenzie Harris. 4 serving 3 here early in the fourth.
Well, whoever wins this match is going to meet a formidable opponent in San Diego. They're really playing good volleyball.
Muff through the block and down. Muff continues her rampage here tonight. 16th kill. She's hitting up near 350.
Ross leading the way for Hawaii, 11 kills.
And Jaden McCartney getting ready to send it over. Yosia goes high and away. Here's Ross. It was a heavy hit, but a good dig in the back row. Sent over on the second touch, though, by Muff. Rasmussen's soft touch is dug up by Els. Here's Muff from off the net, hits the pin. One of the few unforced errors we have seen from Taylor Muff.
She does a pretty good job of she's only had 3 errors all night long in 38 swings, so she usually makes great choices.
It's quite a selection Sunday for the Rainbow Wahine, not only getting word that they were going to host, which was obviously the goal all season long. Muff comes flying in. One hand save there by Choi. Here's Rossi from over the shoulder, and she gets it down. That is 12 kills now for McKenna Ross. The other thing that Hawaii found out, this is something that I think reflects kindly certainly on the atmosphere of volleyball around these parts. The Big West Conference got 3 teams in, and UC Santa Barbara and Cal Poly each getting first round wins. UCSB actually taking Texas, the 2 seed, all the way to the limit before losing in 5. They were up 2-1 in the second round match today as Sky Williams finds the floor. What does that say about the Big West Conference?
It says a lot about the Big West Conference and the strength of it. You can see the aunties in the corner enjoying the show, as usual. And how about Cal Poly today? Tori Van Winden making her 2019 debut.
Yeah, a Jolie Rasmussen-like return to the lineup for Tori Van Winden and the Cal Poly Mustangs. A 4-0 run now for Hawaii as that one is sent long. We're going to have a timeout by Northern Colorado, so we'll take a break as well. Hawaii off and running in the fourth.
Told you Muff will move all over the place. She was a left side hitter, then she moved in the middle. Took that set, and the Hawaii blockers lost track of her.
Here is Muff to serve. Williams blasted by the solo block attempt at Heinrich. And Sky Williams still perfecto. 9 kills, 9 swings.
She's something else, isn't she?
It really is. Again, it is quality versus quantity for Sky Williams. They won't set her as many times as they'll likely set IGD, certainly some of the other offensive swingers for Hawaii, but when they do set her, she is usually on point. Now, we were talking about the Big West getting 3 teams in, and it has traditionally been known as a 1-team conference, and so I think the achievement of getting 3 programs in for Hawaii is one that certainly deserves recognition. And I think it comes at an interesting time because we also got word here just the other day as Sky Williams this time flashing the defense top the tape. Dennis Farrell, the longtime commissioner of the Big West Conference, in fact for 27 years in that position, announcing that he will be retiring following the 2019-2020 academic year. He became the conference's 4th commissioner back in 1992. Has been with the conference formerly known as the Pacific Coast Athletic Association since 1980. So we want to wish Dennis Wells, wonderful guy. He has done tremendous things for this league. And I think the timing is incredible because the Big West Conference is about as respected in this sport of women's volleyball as it has ever been.
One of the things I think Dennis is most proud of is the legacy he left, knowing that he was this conference is the only conference in America with women's volleyball, beach volleyball, men's volleyball, all three well supported.
Service ace for Rico Okino. That's now 7 service aces for Hawaii here in this match. Make that, was that number 8 for Hawaii? Yeah, 8 service aces for the Rainbow Wahine. Back row, it goes to Muff. Played off the net by Igidi. She gets the set in the middle, is blocked back. Good cover there by the Bows. Yosia splits the double block and gets it down, and Hawaii is officially rolling once again.
Every time I see Noreen Yosia get a kill, I get a smile on my face because she's someone who didn't practice hitting at all in the preseason in August. And all of a sudden she's called upon to be a hitter in the middle of September. And the next thing you know, she's putting up kill after kill after kill. Amazing.
In cross court and wide. Good job by Okino. She dodged that like the Matrix. And gets Hawaii the point, a 5-0 run. Another timeout by the Bears. Hawaii opening up once more. Highlights and analysis. You'll want to stick around. They usually have some highbrow discussion to go along with an interview or two. Interesting match here tonight. I mean, it was back and forth. Could have gone either way through the first 2 sets. 26-24 Hawaii in the first, 26-24 Northern Colorado in the second. And then the Rainbow Wahine just all of a sudden got untracked. 25-8 in the third. And here they are, having doubled up Northern Colorado even after that inch put down. 14-7 in the fourth. High ball outside, it's Van Sickle roll shot. Good effort there by Schultz defensively. Back row set goes to Muff. Solo block, Noreen Yosia.
Where did that come from? Noreen, I think, shocked herself a little bit. She just wanted to go up and kind of get in the way a little bit. She's going, what, is that me getting the block solo?
That's your Big West Conference Player of the Year, and I think quite a testament to the kind of all-around influence she has had. Case in point, her 4th service ace of the match. For the other coaches in the conference to recognize what she meant for this team. She didn't put up the biggest offensive numbers. Because of her all-around service, she does fill the stat sheet, but not to the degree of some of the offensive stalwarts that we see throughout the conference, and yet the coaches recognized her importance, and I thought that was pretty remarkable.
Yeah, I think it was, I'm glad the coach did recognize that, because what they didn't know is how much she also became the coach on the floor. How much responsibility Robin Amo gave to Noreen Yosia to basically run the team at various times.
Here she is setting cross court to Rasmussen. Diving save there by Schultz. How about the cross court bump set goes to Muff. Easy pickings there though on the save by Ross. And then Igidi on the connection from Noreen. Hawaii all smiles right now for good reason.
2 blockers up. Amber Igidi, just a freshman, starting to learn how to do that little cutback shot to get away from those blockers that are taking her other cross-court shot.
Free ball coming for the Bows. Yosia, delayed middle, goes to Jolie, and she crushes it. Oh, she's back all right. And the crowd loving the fact that Jolie Rasmussen is back in action.
Great set from Yosia as well.
Here's Harris by the double block. That was heavy-handed.
Mackenzie Harris, known as kind of a nickname as the silent assassin. Doesn't just quietly goes about her way. getting a couple kills a game, playing that opposite position.
Serve goes long from Taylor Ells. She's had a few service errors in this match. And Hawaii once again up double figures, and Amber Ijidi will serve for the Bows.
They're letting me play back row again.
Here we go. It's happening. The 6th rotation middle.
She's now a 4th. This is her 4th rotation.
Right side set. It's dug up there by Van Sickle. Ross tried to clobber it through the block. Ijidi takes on the setting responsibilities to McKenna. Good dig there by Ells over the net. You'll see a middle. Williams, oh, she whipped on it. And that is going to be the first misconnection with Sky Williams here in this match.
I'm not sure if that error is going to go to the setter, Yosia, or the
Valid
attacker.
question. Yosia, here's Williams. Dug up, high ball bumps that goes to Muff. Dug up by Yosia. Rasmussen. Cross court to Ross, and she sends it long. Awaiting the winner of this match, San Diego. The team that ironically Hawaii opened the season with in what was a 5-set thriller. The catch, San Diego did not have Grace Froling, 6'5" freshman who went for 17 kills earlier this evening in a 4-set win over Washington State. Touch shot by Rasmussen, good dig there by Heinrichs. Back row, that is McCartney, dug up by Brooke. Ross, 3 blockers up against her, was able to slide it by there. Coverage by Ells, and then Muff dug up by Okino. Williams bump set to Rossi. Pinballed around and returned. Good scramble play by the Bears. Here's Ross again. Ells with the up.
What a dig by Ells.
Muff off the block. Diving save, Rossi. And it'll be returned. We play on another marathon sequence. Here's Muff again. Blocked out a good chunk. And that time, Ross couldn't conjure up the save. And again, the crowd applauds the effort on both sides of the twine.
Oh, some high-quality play right there. Both teams play terrific defense. Highlight of the rally, though, Taylor Ells digging up a heater from Ross.
Outside. And speaking of heaters by Ross, there it is. Kill number 13. The only player in double figures in kills. A pretty evenly distributed offensive night for Hawaii.
Again, would you figure that this young lady right here was recruited as a libero and defensive specialist? And now she's a primary attacker on the outside and playing the best volleyball of her life.
Yeah, just extra springy, extra confident. Coming at just the right time. And now you reintroduce Jolie Rasmussen as yet another part of this arsenal. It gives Robin Amo some options, and we saw that tonight. Muff goes high hands, dug up by Van Sickle. Outside, Rossi. Ells digs it up to the net, joust above the tape. Saved on a rolling effort there by Okino. And now the Bears in transition. McCartney sends it long. And Hawaii starting to close in here. 21 serving 12. Challenging sub-regional with 3, the only sub-regional with 3 AVCA ranked teams. Northern Colorado, the only one that's not currently in the top 25. Here's Van Sickle flying in, she's blocked back. You'll see a bump set goes to Ross, tools the block. McKenna Ross does it again. She has just been amazing.
She's doing it in all kinds of ways, not just attacking. She's had a great night of passing, solid night digging. Had that block solo to end the 3rd set.
Choi scrapes the tape. Here comes Muff. How about the save there by Okino? That was a defensive maneuver. Muff has to readjust the approach. Pancake saved by Choi, and we play on. Muff a 3rd time. This time wins the battle against the block. That was fantastic. And Taylor Muff, I mean, you can stop her momentarily, but they just keep going to her.
Yeah, they give if she gets 3 swings, they keep coming back. She's going to just take a look at the pancake dig there by Choi. But, you know, Muff gets 3 swings. She's going to win in the end run. She's going to win.
Oh, pinball action by Hawaii to forge a return. Heinrichs off of 1 foot is blocked. En route, Sky Williams and Noreen Yosia next to each other. You know, another interesting aspect of this sub-regional, one of only 2 CMAC with all female head coaches. And I think that's something that's certainly in the women's volleyball NCAA tournament is something to comment on.
Sports go in the right direction.
That's right. Ince. She's got 13 put downs.
This crowd of 7,000, the ones that want to beat the traffic. There's a few leaving, but for the most part, 7,000 hang around till the end. Pretty amazing loyalty. They can't get enough volleyball.
You imagine they will be coming out tomorrow night. Round 2 of the NCAA tournament as Yosia goes line. And cue the SSC as they rise to their feet on Aloha Ball for the match. Took a while for the Rainbow Wahine to find the groove, but boy, they certainly did in that 3rd set. Here they go with a chance to finish things off. Here's Ince, the swing. Block got a piece, but not enough of one. AJ Ince strikes again.
AJ with a great swing block, lined up perfectly on her. She just hammers high and hard and picks up her 12th kill of the night.
Schultz, pass by Okino. It remains Aloha Ball. Here's Van Sickle, tight to the net. Kept alive by Ince. Muff from the back row. Hawaii in transition. Here's Aijiri. L's got just a touch on it. Good cover on the 2nd touch there by Muff. Here's Aijiri again. And that one will do it. The Rainbow Wahine advance in 4 sets against the competitive Northern Colorado squad. But in the 3rd, the Rainbow Wahine, they elevated their play. And they